The owner of this 1973 Trident sent some photos of the bike to us and then called to see if we were interested in doing the restoration for him. He asked me, "What do you think of it?" I said, "It's perfect. We'd love to take it on." When a project bike is pretty much all there and all together, it's always a much more attractive job than a basket case or something that has been highly modified. So the restoration journey started with the bike arriving from the owner looking complete but sad. It was almost all there, a good solid restoration project. We were told that the motor was seized and it definitely would not turn over when it arrived. As we started pulling the motor apart, we started to find clues as to why, like water running out of drain plugs, followed by dirty oil, and then followed by sludge. However, the sludge was most likely the result of sitting neglected for the better part of 30 years because of this. Bearing shells are not supposed to spin in the conrod. They should spin on the crankshaft. The rider must have realised there was something horribly wrong and shut it down before the conrod let go. After that, I'm guessing it would have been parked up, left and forgotten for quite some time. As the bike itself was dismantled, more of its history began to emerge. It had obviously been in an accident. A bent fin seemed to go with the dented fuel tank. And then we discovered that the triple clamps were from a Bonneville, not a Trident. And finally, we found that the frame was bent. So it was a pretty decent crash. We set to work. The frame was assessed and then straightened. It was checked to be certain that the steering head was straight and the engine mount points were where they should be. We repaired the fuel tank. It looks very much better now. The oil tank had rust holes through it, caused by moisture sitting for many years, just gradually eating away at the internal surface. We repaired that. And when it was all done, we turned this into this. We turned this into this. The engine was transformed. Nothing was overlooked. The rear wheel had lost its sparkle. We restored that to its former glory. The back end went from looking pretty shabby to this, which is much better. The rather dodgy looking primary drive side improved significantly to wind up looking like this. And what previously looked very unsightly transformed into something much more attractive. The front brake went from being rusty and quite dysfunctional to being a very functional thing of beauty. The wiring harness was in pretty good shape, so some of it was reused in a newly created harness that was modified to suit modern day electronics. And last but not least, the rider's view improved just a little. This all made for one very happy owner.